Hello, welcome back. It's me again, doing this again. I forgot to tweet that I'm doing this again, so I'm just tweeting that I'm doing this again. So hang on just a second while I tweet. Live now on twitch.tv/Mark Rendell, doing more Blazor and Maui stuff. Come and say hi. There we go, that'll do. So yes, and getting many likes for a smart-ass comment I made, which, let's face it, means you're winning at Twitter. So, what's going on? Minimize Twitter so that I don't get distracted and go, oh, Twitter, when I'm supposed to be doing things. So yes, welcome back. If you've been here before, welcome. If you have not been here before, this is my Twitch stream where I do stuff that I don't get to do in my day job, and play with interesting things and make random little bits of software. And at the moment, I'm working on Stream Badger, and Stream Badger is a Blazor application that displays images over the top of the stream. So let me shrink myself down. There we go. I go down there like that. That's good. And then I can run the application. Come on. And deploy succeeded. And then I always worry when it says it's loading symbols, because a lot of the time the reason it's loading symbols is it's just about to tell you that you've broken something and it's throwing an exception, and it needs to download the symbols for the exception that it's about to throw. And then I can go over to here and I can refresh that and display that overlay, and then if I click that, it displays it on there, and if I click it again it goes away again, which is all kinds of fun. And if I click this connect with Twitch button here, then it logs me in using a thing, and then you can go into here and you can type sort of things like that, and it does stuff. And if you type images, it shows you the images that are available, and if you type sounds, it shows you the sounds that are available. Does it? Oh, it should. So that's something to debug. But right, so on Tuesday I was working on my add image page here, and this let me kind of resize images and things, and then we could move stuff around in here like this to get it to position properly, and we could change that to be 0 at the bottom. So that's for positioning the image nicely on the screen, and giving it a name and all this sort of stuff. So couple more things that need doing with this form. One is to make certain of these things required. So name needs to be required, nothing else does, just name. And sound is supposed to be, you can choose any of the sounds that have already been uploaded. So I need to change this text field into a drop down and show the things that are available. So let's do that bit. So services, and services here, and shared sound store, and we've got get sound names there. So in my add image page, which is up here, so we've got this input text here at the moment, and I want to change this into a drop down. Please do shout out in the chat if you're here. Say hi. Let me know that yeah, I've got some weird things in my International Convention on the Use of Designations of Origin and Names for Cheeses. I mean, it's not the most embarrassing thing you could have in your search history, but it's weird. There is a reason why that's in my search history. But yes, so Blazer combo box. Blazer select drop down. Input select. Ah, right. Built-in form components, input select. Okay. So we have got properties. Oh, okay. So we've got input select, and then we have options inside there. Right. Okay. That's actually... So we say input select, like that. And then down here, bind value is upload image model.sound. Do. So let's, this is getting quite complicated, this input form. I need to break this down into more components and do interesting stuff with it. Okay, let's just do override on initialized async. And we want to inject, so at inject sound store, like that. And then we can say public string sounds get set, and then here we can say sounds equals await sound store dot get sound names dot to array, like that. It's really hard to work on this with all the mess that's happening with all these underscores and everything. So that's... Oh no, that is not... So I can change this to just on initialized. And then in the input select, we can just say at for each var sound in sounds option value equals sound, and we'll just put that in there as well, like that. And then we're just going to have an option value equals nothing, none, like that. And we'll put selected on there. Right, so we need to do array.empty string, so that doesn't, if I don't put that in there, then this, when I do for each var sound in sounds, if that's null, then I'll get a null reference exception, and I don't want that. And if you are one of the young people who watch my stream and you don't know what nulls are, then ha ha ha. When we start doing C# from scratch, then exciting stuff. Exciting things to learn. Right. So let's run this. And add image, and that's not a select. Elements, select you. That's weird, because that has got the things in there, but this doesn't seem to want. That should be displaying a drop down there, like this. I wonder if it's to do with Bootstrap. Bootstrap 4.3.1 select. Example select. So that's there like that. Styled with the form control class. Hey Crashlog, it's going great. Thanks for asking. How are you? Let's run this again. Yes, it is super hot. I've got a fan going here, which is sort of helping a little bit, but only a little bit. Really, really wishing that that air conditioning was a thing. Shift and click. Okay, hang on. So if we do shift and click, form elements must have labels. IDs of active elements must be unique. Select element must have an accessible name. Element has no title attribute. All right, go away, shut down, and what are we doing? Input select, like so. Bind dash value, class form control, ID sound. Comment that out. Because why is this not working? Add image, and it's still let's comment that out, and we'll comment that out, and then I'm just going to put run this and see what this does. Add image. So that's got a drop down thing on it now, but doesn't seem to want to actually show anything. And then if I say class equals form dash control and run it again, that's super weird. So this if I take that out, it just turns back into this, but it's still not dropping down anywhere. And that's not letting me do that. That is super weird. I don't know why this isn't working. Can anybody suggest a reason why that might not be working? Select. Class equals form control. That's really, really, really strange. Why is that so strange? Okay. Right, well, what I'm going to do for now then is I'm going to put that in as an input text. And we'll leave that for the time being. Yeah, there's Bootstrap CSS being applied. I mean, let me comment that out again. You run into the weirdest things doing this. You're just kind of like, you know, range controls and resizing images and stuff just works absolutely fine. But then suddenly selects don't work properly. So form control, border radius, display block, doesn't know, width 100. I just can't. I'll just bring this down so you can see what I'm doing. Font size, so all this stuff here yeah, I just so here's the browser tools. Padding. I'll tell you what, let's turn all of these off. So it's that appearance none that's doing it. I don't think so. But let's... So let's turn all these back on. Like that. And then form-select like that. Okay, so that's... Well, that's turned it back into a select, but it's still not actually dropping down, and I'm not sure there's anything I can do about that, because that's just flat out not having it. But yes, we are indeed one step closer. So let's go back to the thing here. Just stop for a minute. Uncomment that code there. I don't know how to run this in a normal browser. That's the problem. But WebView should be working fine. What I can do is I can get that there, and then I can put at the bottom here, I can put an href equals so now I should be able to just browse to the Bootstrap page and see what's going on there. So we go to add image there, and then go Bootstrap. So there's a select. There's something weird going on with oh, that's interesting. So there's something up with the web view. All right, well, that's narrowed that down then. Because you can see it sometimes, it kind of, if I just keep clicking it, it does pop up, but then it closes again. How weird. That can't be happening in just all Maui applications, can it? Let's create a new project. Maui going to put you in d://sandbox /Maui web view test. Maui web view test, and create. Main page.xaml. So let's just set the package as the startup project. And just run this quickly. Build failed. Install reference Microsoft Project Reunion Foundation 0.8 preview. Thank you for that. HTML select drop-down list appears behind topmost host WinForms windows. Oh yeah, look at that. So this is just... what? This is absurd. This is going to be the same thing. This has been around since November and it's still busted. That's insane. So let's just manage NuGet packages here. So let's update that. Can you add a Z-index control to the control, perhaps to move it forward? I mean, I guess. Let's try and build this. The name initialize. Well, that's just spectacular. Counter label iApp Builder does not Yeah, not going to muck around with that because that looks even more broken than what I was doing. All right, let's run this up again. Hang on. So form-select in there to make sure that that's doing the right thing, and then right, so you select no, it's not having it. It is not having it. That is utterly absurd. Utterly absurd. Right, so we're going to look at HTML5. I don't think I can make the web view control. I don't know where, even know where the web view control is in this. I guess it's here. So yeah, Blazor web view. Root component selector at Blazor web view. Do. Right. HTML5 input autocomplete. Bam. No, I'm just gonna, for now, I'm just gonna have to change it back to just being an input text like that. Fine. Okay, and then required and required, and then let's set a breakpoint in here and run this. Add image, submit, please select a file, boom, submit, please fill in this field. This is quite good then. So that's doing that stuff there. And we can put stuff in there as well, and that works. So I like those popover things. Those are quite good. Are we getting those for free? Really like that if that's the case. Are those just built into Blazor? Really quite fancy. So we need that and we need that. Right, so the next thing is the image CSS in here. This image style is being set in percentages, but for the overlay I actually want to use the viewport width and viewport height. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say private string get image CSS, and then I'm going to say if width height Java lang string builder. Good lord. Okay, so then we say if dot append width height builder dot append colon builder dot append size builder dot if width height is width let's make this a bit easier. We can say builder dot append width colon underscore size VW, else builder dot append height size VH underscore size VH. And then we can say if left builder dot append left colon hpos vw else oh no, actually that's always going to be that, so we can just say builder.append dollar underscore left right colon underscore h pos vw and then top bottom vpos vh semicolon 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 and then return builder dot to string. Cool, Steve, and yeah, glad you enjoyed that. That was a fun talk. I actually watched it myself. It's weird. I watch the recordings of myself giving talks at NDC and stuff. So this is going to be get image CSS like that. And we're just going to do that like that. Let's find a fun image that we can overlay on the screen. What can we do? Anyone got any suggestions for an image that we could overlay that would be interesting? Splash images. Transparent. Water splatter. Oh, that's quite nice. So yeah, let's open image in new tab. Save image as Twitch images. That's a JPEG. Show in folder. Right, now that's a PNG. Splash, and then we can grab that out of there, and we can go here, and we can go to Twitch images and paste that in there like that. And then we can go back to Stream Badger and run this. Add image, choose file, splash. There we go. And then bottom like that. And we can make it bigger like that. And then if I move that across, it's kind of got a thing around it, which I can go in and I can clean that out a bit later. There we go. And we'll call it splash. And then we'll click submit. And we'll do F10. 79 VW left, and there we go, like that. And then if we go back to the dashboard and we've got splash and we turn the overlay on and we click splash, there we go. It's in there. Although it is not positioned correctly. So it should be positioned correctly. So let's go and look at the overlay application and see if we can see what's wrong with that. I think I know, but let's go in and so let's close all of this down. Stream Badger overlay, pages, overlay.razor, and then we've got overlay images, and then overlay image like that. Class equals OB image. Let's run this again. Okay, and then we can go to localhost like this and hit splash. Actually, no, let's turn that off. Let's do Perry. Where's my OB image gone? Position absolute. That's what we wanted. So my CSS is not getting served for this. Root CSS, because there were weird things we were having to do in here. So site.css. Yep, there we go. We need the so image.ob-image position absolute should fix that. Let's run that again. And then we can turn the overlay back on and hit splash. There we go. That's landed in the right place. Nice. All right. Shut that, turn the overlay off. Cool stuff, cool stuff. Right. CD, no. Sandbox, Stream Badger. Position, so rework, add image and position overlay images properly and git push. So yeah, you can find the code if you're looking for it. It's all there, I think. Yep, that's the one. So yeah, now what else did I want to have a look at? Oh yeah, I remember. So in the old Stream Badger, somebody sent me a very lovely pull request. That had this toggle OBS source thing here. Toggle OBS source. Oh, that was it. I wanted a settings page. So, yeah, we're going to go back to here. Because, yes, there's quite a lot of stuff in here that I want to be able to control. And so we're going to have in Stream Badger pages, we're going to add a new Razor component, and this is just going to be called settings.razor. And we're going to put at page / settings like that. And then we're going to have an edit form. And let's just class equals form. On valid submit equals on submit. Get rid of that. Do 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 do. So, where's my shared layout page? So main layout like this. Div class equals content. So div class equals container. Div class equals row. And then div class equals col dash 8 offset -2. And then div class equals MB-3, which is margin bottom. And then we're going to have label for equals port and then down here we're going to have public int port set equals 25293, like that. And then we're going to have an input text bind dash at bind dash value equals port. Class equals form dash label. Class equals form dash control. Div class, no, div down the bottom, and then we'll have button type equals submit save class equals btn dash outline success, and then button type equals button class equals btn dash outline secondary cancel. And then I want on the nav menu main layout razor. Hey Eagle, how's it going? So we've just found something completely brilliant about Blazor WebView in Maui, which is that the HTML selects just don't work. They just don't. So yeah. See this here. So yeah, let's upvote that. What's 780? Select drop-down positioning. KCZX3's solution. Monitor WMNCL button down and call set focus and pass the parent's H-wind. For goodness sake. So yeah. Okay, let's go to github.com/.net/Maui issues. Blazor web view for WPF not usable when Blazor code is in a different project. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open issue on here, bug report. Input, or rather HTML select does not work in Blazor web view. The HTML select element doesn't work in the Blazor web view. This appears to be a known issue with web view 2. See which they are not being very slow to fix. This is going to cause problems with the Maui plus Blazor story. Create a Maui Blazor app, add an input select element to a page, run and click the select and the drop down does not display. Does not display. Drop down should display. Drop down does not appear. Apparently it's behind the web view 2 control. Basic information. Version with issue 6.0, preview 3, none. Visual Studio 2019 11 preview. Current there we go. Submit new issue. Right. Fun. So back to this. I need to put my nav menu. That's it. So we've got button there. Nav link. Span class equals OI OI dash cog settings what does that match do there? Blazer navlink match. Go away. The nav link is active when it matches the entire URL. The nav link is active when it matches any prefix of the current URL. Okay, so that's cool. href equals slash settings like that. Cannot implicitly convert type int to string. Okay, so let's go to here, string 25293. Type equals number. The errors in the compilation just go completely bonkers. You get one thing wrong and suddenly everything starts complaining about the bind values. It's driving me insane. Settings. What on earth happened there? Edit form requires either a model parameter or an edit context parameter. Please provide. Okay. Model. Oh, right. Okay. So I need a settings model. So let's add a class in here and we'll call it settings model. And we're going to have a prop string port like that. And we're going to have a public settings model using streambadger.models. model equals model. All right, you can go away. You can go away. You can go away. Oh no, hang on a moment. My nav menu was acting weirdly. Oh, that's why. That needs to go in there, like that. That does that. 25293 by default. You can go away. Don't need that anymore. And then we can run this like this. Settings. Edit form requires either a model parameter or an edit context. I did provide one of those. What are you doing to me now? So we've got a model there. It's got a model parameter. Clean. Rebuild. Run. Settings. It's got a model parameter. Edit form. Declared model variable in code or code behind, but did not instantiate it. Oh, for goodness sake. So if I go into here, so that equals new. There we go. Fine. Right. So then we can do override on initialized async, and what we want to do there is stream badger. So let's go into shared and settings store, and this is going to go roughly user profile, private read-only string base directory, and then that's going to be path.combine. Hey Nolan 2209, this project adds overlays to your stream. So let me just run this up. Oh, for goodness sake. Error list output. Error. Settings on initialized async. Oh, okay. Async task. So yeah, there are two purposes to this project. One is muck about with Blazor Desktop, which is in .NET 6, currently on Preview 3. And learn Blazor and do interesting things with Blazor and all this sort of stuff. But what it actually does is if I click splash, it actually displays overlays on the Twitch stream up there, and you can turn them off. And then if I log in with it, which I've done there, then you guys can do stuff in chat.
Oh, hi, Mark.
And that works as well, and displays over my face. So yes, there you go. That is basically what it does, and it plays sounds as well. So there's an applause sound that it plays, and stuff generally, yeah. Basically, and it's a kind of it's a bit of fun, and I'm mucking about with it, and I'm learning stuff while I do it. But I will actually, oh, and then it disables that. Thank you. I think it's cool. And yeah, by the time .NET 6 is finished and it goes out there and all this sort of stuff, I will actually have it published as a thing, and I'm thinking I'm going to publish it into the Windows App Store, and I should be able to publish it into the Mac App Store as well, although we'll see how that goes. I might just make it available as downloads. But yeah, it's for doing funky things with your stream. So settings model, so we got port, and then we got prop string OBS WebSockets port, and prop string OBS WebSockets password, like that. You can go away. So settings store here, this is going to go dot stream badger and config.json. And then we're going to say public async task settings model. Ooh. Models, get out of there and go into there. There we go. Load async. And then we can say if not file.exists file path return new settings model. Otherwise, we're going to say await using var reader equals file dot open text. Oh, cool. Yes, well, absolutely. And if you're going to use YARP, then github.com/visualrecode/cocoon. So yeah, this is the repository for all that stuff there. But yeah, please do go ahead and grab Cocoon, because it does the session and the authentication bits for you. And yeah, any problems or issues with it, then reach out to me through GitHub or on here or wherever. var ASP.NET Core updates. Oh wow, that's super exciting. Let's see what's new in here. I thought there might be, because there's a new Visual Studio 2019.11 preview 2 just came out, and so I was kind of thinking there would be a new thing here. To get set up with .NET MAUI and Blazor for cross-platform native apps, see the latest instructions in the .NET MAUI Getting Started guide. Be sure to also check out announcing .NET MAUI Preview 5. Visual Studio 2022 Preview 1? Is that a thing? This is super exciting. Nope. Can't see that there. Visual Studio 2022 Preview 1. No, apparently not. Nope, there is. That's there as well. Oh, so much stuff to download and play with. Oh, good. Right, so to create that, I'm going to have to create a completely new flipping thing. I'm not going to do this on the stream. I will do this off stream and then it'll all be done. I'll do it over the weekend. But we've got this as well. First batch of preview documentation, animations, UI components, single project templates, updates. We've made progress in this release consolidating multiple WinUI projects. WinU.NET New MAUI, you'll see two projects, the multi-targeted MAUI project and the WinUI project. Okay, so they've got rid of that deploy thing. So that's good. And then we got ASP.NET Core updates, reduced Blazor WebAssembly download size with runtime relinking. That's good. Specify null for hot reload updates for that. Support Razor syntax. I haven't got around to testing my components yet, Eagle, because I suck. I'm the worst person in the entire world. I'm actually getting to the point now where I've got some components that I could really use testing. So we can say var JSON equals await reader dot read to end async. Why are you complaining about this? Stream oh, okay. So just using that. And then we can say JSON serializer dot deserialize settings model JSON. return model or new settings model. And then we say public async task save async. And then we can say using var JSON equals JSON serializer dot serialize settings, and then we can say using var writer equals file dot create text file path await writer dot write async JSON. There we go. Oh, you support that. Yeah, so now I actually have more components and things. So in like Stream Badger overlay, if we go into pages, I've now got, there's kind of like this overlay images component here. So in my overlay, we've got overlay images, and then there's an overlay image razor thing here. So, and these are in a normal Blazor application, because I'm slightly scared about trying to write tests for Blazor stuff that's nested inside MAUI applications, but these are probably testable. So if you're on the stream next week, then maybe we can do some BUnit and get some testing stuff done. And because like overlay sound, you say things don't care, but yeah, if you're here next week, if you're sort of around at the start of a stream, kind of 7 o'clock or soon after, then yeah, let's do some BUnit and we can write some tests for some of these components, because that would definitely be a good idea. So we've got a settings store here now, and it's got quite late. It's 20 to 9. So does this build? All right, you don't build, but do you build? Yes. Right. So I'm just going to jump back out to my PowerShell. Git status. Settings page, work in progress, and we'll do it -m and a git push. Any real world example for YARP and ASP.NET Core Razor pages? I don't have a real world example. I have so in this directory here, there's this MVC cocoon, which uses the uses Cocoon for the Blazor stuff. Not for Blazor. So yes, this is wrapped around samples. So we got this Wingtip Toys, which is the old ASP.NET web form sample application. And then there are 3 examples of wrapping it: one Blazor WebAssembly, one Blazor server, and one Cocoon. And yeah, so you can take a look at that and on using Cocoon with a web forms application. But no, I have done a proof of concept for a customer showing that we could replace pages 1 page at a time in their web forms application, but it's still very much just a proof of concept for them, and also I can't release that code because that is not my code. Cool. Oh, all right. So watch that on YouTube.
Ego handsome. Welcome, Ego.
Cool. Thanks for that. I will give that a watch. Drag that up into my to be watched list there. Right. Okay. So yeah, Nolan. No real world example, but I would be very happy to help out. Cocoon is still new and has not been battle tested yet. If you want to have a go with it, then definitely do give it a try. You can, I don't know if you follow me on Twitter, but you can follow me there. You can jump into the Discord, which just went past. I made a Discord, which I do try and drop into when I get notifications on my iPad. But yes, I would be very interested to try and help with that and see how you get on. That would be super interesting. Okay, so that's it for today. That's it for this week. I will be back again Tuesday next week, 7 o'clock UK time, 6 o'clock UTC, so whatever that is in your local position. You're very welcome, Nolan. Yeah, so everybody have a brilliant rest of your evening. Have a great weekend. Do what you do, and as always, thanks for stopping by and supporting the stream, and I will hope to see you all next week. Cheers everyone, good night.